Welcome to lesson 4, where we're going to have another look at using verbs, not nouns. In the last lesson, we looked at zombie words, and these zombie words are where we find the strong verb that we should be using. However, there is another problem. You've noticed probably that I've been talking about strong verbs. Well, there is this thing called a weak verb. Now, a weak verb is used in the sentence, but it doesn't tell us anything about the action. And the action is hidden in the noun. Now, we've seen this already. We've seen the expression to have a conversation. To have, it doesn't tell us anything. This is a weak verb because it does not communicate the message we want to communicate. The noun conversation does. And conversation could mean talk or speak or chat or something else. So I had a conversation with Jim could be I spoke to Jim. Have a look at the other examples which I'm sure you are familiar with. So to make a decision. To make is a verb, but it doesn't tell us anything about the actual action. The actual action, the actual verb is to decide. To carry out an investigation. Carry out means to make something happen, but what? The main verb is in investigation, so this should be to investigate. To hold a meeting. To hold means nothing. It doesn't mean what we're trying to say. What we're trying to say is to meet. So we've got to think very carefully about the strong verb that we want to use. We shouldn't just think, I've got a verb, that's okay. We should think, I need a strong verb to communicate what I need to communicate. Now, what happens when you use lots of weak verbs like this? Well, the first thing is you write many more words than you have to write. Think of a long document, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages, even more. And if every single verb is a weak verb, think of how many extra words you are writing that you don't need to write. But also think of it from the reader's point of view. A reader has to read all of these weak verbs. But the problem is, the message is not in the verb, it's in the noun, which means the reader has to still work out, try to understand, what are you trying to say? And this is tiring. This will not make your client or the reader happy. If you're trying to persuade someone like a judge, you want to help the judge understand, and you do that by using strong verbs, not by using hundreds and hundreds of weak verbs. Think about that. Okay, so if you use lots of weak verbs, the reader can become tired, and even worse, the reader might become angry and not read your writing. A reader needs to do a lot of work to understand the message, which makes a reader angry. Verbs effectively tell the reader what is happening and who is doing what. Learn the common weak verbs. I'm sure as you go through your own writing, you'll be able to identify the ones that you use over and over and over again, and don't use them. Avoid them. Have a look at the noun, find a verb from the noun. Okay, questions. For question number 1, I would like you to do the same exercise that we did in the last unit. If you can see a verb, give me a noun. If you can see a noun, give me a verb. And for question number 2, it's the same idea. Read the sentences below, find the weak verb, and redraft it by using a stronger verb based on the noun instead. So, as an example, I had a conversation with Jim should be, I talked to Jim. And once again, just keep an eye out for those prepositions. Okay, good luck.